Hello everybody, my name's Hocus Pocus and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. So, if you're with me for the last episode, you'll know exactly what you're looking at. This is the Guardian pixel art that I designed in the last video, as I said, and it's going to sit on one of the walls of our Guardian killing chamber for the Guardian farm that we've built over recent episodes. So, at the moment, we don't have much going on in the room, I must say. Of course, we do have the farm itself over here, and it's very noisy. And we can just stand here and kill guardians. And sometimes they escape, which is kind of annoying. But, you know, we'll deal with that in the future. And then this is our chest where we're just dropping off all of our loot for now. Between episodes, I went ahead and just filled in the floor here with the slabs. I think that's definitely what we're going to go with. I placed a few of the prismarine brick blocks around here just to fill in the edges. And at the moment, things are looking good. So, in terms of what we're going to try to do in today's episode, we're going to continue work on the design for this room. So, at the moment, of course, we've got the diorite border in. And as you may or may not know, this is going to be a balcony. And we're eventually going to dig out all of this stone and have it sort of overhanging the main room. And eventually, we're also going to create a machine... create a machine that brings the items from the farm around or over or under somehow. It's going to bring the items around in a water stream and they're going to make their way into the Guardian's eye and they're all going to shoot out of the eye and we're going to collect them down here and then store them in the space down below. So I think it's going to be pretty cool once we've got it all up together. But for now, I should probably get to work on doing a bit of design work here and there, making things look pretty. And once I have done that, I will rejoin you guys and we can check it out. Okay, you guys, so a quick update, nothing too interesting, so don't get your hopes up. So at the moment, we've changed a few things. I've, of course, gone with the diorite border across the bottom of this section of the room. I think it makes sense, really, because, of course, it outlines the balcony in that direction, so it should probably outline it in this direction. I mean, you don't have to follow rules that rigidly when you're building, but sometimes I like to because it can work, and I think it will in this situation. So I'm actually going to craft a little bit more diorite here so that we can extend these columns up. Because another thing you might notice is that I've cleared a lot of the ceiling blocks out, and that was just so that we could get a true gauge of the height and size of this room for when we're implementing designs. Of course, we actually want to be laying down the designs in the correct dimension. So I went ahead and cleared out a bit of the ceiling so that we could make sure that that was happening. Another thing I went ahead and did was I extended this prismarine brick row, or prismarine brick, I don't really know what you call that. It's kind of like a border for our killing chamber, I guess. I've extended it up, and then, as you will see once I get up there, if we punch a hole in here, this is where the guardians fall down from. So we're eventually going to fill that in with glass so that we can see them dropping down. But of course, I will have to go in there and extend the design all the way around so that when we're looking in there, we're not looking at stone, because that, you know, is not a good view. So we'll make sure that that is corrected before we implement the glass. But things are going pretty smoothly at the moment. I might have to go back to the base in a second and grab a few bits and bobs. We'll take that as well while we're here and pop those in the chest. Wow, that was a lot of stuff. But yeah, as I was saying, I might pop back to the base, grab a few bits and pieces to bring back over here. We're going to need some redstone. We're going to need some droppers to create the water streams. We're going to need quite a lot of stuff. So it might also be a good idea to set up a nether portal soon that will lead us over to this area of the world. I think that's probably a good idea. So I might do that in a second anyway, but I will let you know if I do. And apart from that, I'll catch you in a second. We've just returned from the trip back to base, and I've put everything that we brought across with us into this chest. So just a few useful things, really. Some redstone equipment to create the dropper system that's going to put the items into the water streams. I brought some glass as well because we are going to go ahead. I think we're just going to use cyan to put the window in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Not sure how many pieces we're going to need here. I think 2 stacks for now will be fine. Let's pop up there and break some blocks. There we go. Out they come. And then we can go ahead and... well, first of all, we should probably lay some blocks down there. Some dark prismarine. So give me 2 of those, please. Thank you. And 2. So that makes sense. And then we can keep digging up like so. At the top, should we go with the same design maybe? So 2 lamps and some dark prismarine in the gap. Maybe that will work. So let's grab that. So 2 more of those. Get rid of that. We can also grab 2 sea lanterns. So we'll just mirror what we've got down here. So we've got a lantern there. So we'll pop a lantern up there. We've got a lantern there. So we'll pop one up there. And then we'll go with 2 bits of dark prismarine like so. And then we can just pop the cyan in, because I think cyan's going to work the best out of all of the colours, to be fair. It's sort of a similar colour to the prismarine. It's almost turquoisey. It's in between like a blue and a green, so that's why I decided to go for it. We are going to need a little bit more, however, so let's craft up 8 more blocks of that cyan glass. There we go. And take it up here and put it in. So now that we have the window in place, as I mentioned, we are going to have to do a bit of design work in the back, because if we come down here and take a look up, we need to ensure that whenever we look up into this system, we won't be seeing any of the stone. So to do that, of course, we will just need to install a cheap, simple design in the back. So it shouldn't take too much. We could even just fill it in with the prismarine bricks, maybe. That would work, I suppose. But we'll get around to that eventually. Anyway, for now... Whoa, I'm going to do another collection there. I don't know how we've got coal coming into the system, but apparently we do. As I was saying, for now though, we're going to just continue work on this area. Bit more design work here and there, doing what we know and love, of course. And then I'll come back to you when I've got something else significant to share with you. I'm just heading upstairs quickly, or up to the water, I should say, up to the ocean. Because we need to grab a couple of buckets of water, so let's just do that right here. 1 and 2. And then back down we go into our farm. And the reason for this is because I've just built the dropper systems that are going to get our items started in the water stream. So if we flick this lever off, we can see them both in action. So here we go. We've got the dropper dispensing items into this block here, and then on the other side we've also got another dropper that is dispensing items into here. Oh, if we turn that, sorry, I needed to turn that one off as well, or on, however, whatever state it's in at the moment. I'm not entirely sure, I haven't kept track. But as you can see, things are starting to work now, so let's go ahead and turn these both off again. There we go, and we can grab the items and move them into a chest. But that was what I wanted to get started, first of all, so that we could sort of build around the mechanism itself, so that we're not... Basically, I don't want to put a design into place and then have to remove it because we need the mechanism to run in that area. So I thought I'd get that out of the way first, and I think it was a good move. So it's good to get that done and dusted. Just moving a few more blocks into the chest here. So I think now that we've got the dropper system in place that's going to dispense the items into the water streams, we can work on getting the design in place for these walls, and then we'll run the water stream probably behind these walls and into the eye one way or another. Not entirely sure yet, but we'll get it done, so don't worry about that. Just about to craft up some more prismarine bricks, and you'll see the reason for that shortly. I've come up with a sort of way to implement a cool design feature in this room, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do, and I will show you guys that right now. So, here's the plan. We hop up here and take a look at what's going on so far. So we've got this pattern going up through the chute. You might have guessed by now what's going to happen, but this leads out to the ocean. So if we come up a few more blocks, we can begin to place in a couple more prismarine bricks, like so. And we'll get the same done right here. Get this gravel out of the way. But what we're going to do is we're going to have sort of these chutes that lead up to the ocean, and we're going to plant kelp in there, and hopefully, I mean, it's very, very, very unlikely, but we might see some wildlife come down into the base or into the killing chamber area. If we're extremely lucky, as I mentioned. As I said, though, I can't really see it happening, but you never do know. So we also are going to need some polished andesite to finish this up. So we're going to come out here, and we're going to just remove the ceiling of this thing all the way around, like so. Oh, we're going to need some breath quickly, though. There we go. Just fill up our oxygen bar. We probably should get a conduit set up around here at some point, because we're going to be doing a lot of underwater building, I'd imagine. So I probably will do that shortly. We'll take that out, and then we'll just fill in the corners, like so. And I'm about to drown. Oh dear, this is not good. I need to swim down a sec. Right, gather some more oxygen, so that we don't kill ourselves. But I do want to get this done on camera so I can sort of show you guys what's going down. Then I can just repeat it on the other side, because that's the plan right here. We're going to just take this across and use the same design. So let's get up there as quick as possible. And, no, don't be in swim mode. Okay, so we just need to place these round in a circle now to cap the thing off. We're going to need another prismarine brick in there. We can fix that at a later date. Come in here. prismarine brick, diorite, and down we go, down we go, down we go, down we go. Okay, we survived again. Good. Let's take a bite to eat. So I think you guys get the point. And then, as I said, we will plant a bit of kelp in and around down here so that it grows all the way up and hopefully to the top. And I think that will look pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm going to get this one sorted out and then we'll do this one on the other side as well. Okay, so I don't know about you guys, but I think these installments are pretty darn cool. So we can look up and see out to the ocean above. And of course, the kelp will continue growing. I did give it a little bit of a boost just to sort of gather a better look at what it's going to be like. So let's take a look at the other side as well. So we've got a bunch of kelp in there, a bit of seagrass, and then again, once more, you can see right up to the surface. So as I said, I'm quite pleased with those. I think they look pretty cool. So from this point on, we kind of got to work on this area, I guess, the wall that goes between the killing chamber and the installments that I just put up. We'll keep the torches in there, nice, keep things bright. So I'm not entirely sure where I want to take the design from here on out. Trying to think of a sensible way to approach this. I mean, we could go with the same design that we have in there. I quite like that. The combination of the prismarine bricks and the prismarine blocks. We could also indent the wall a little bit like we usually tend to do. Push it a block back and have the diorite trim stick out a little bit more. That might be an idea. So I will just play around with a few design choices here with you on camera so that we can get a sort of gauge of how this is going to go. Just get rid of this gravel a sec. There we go. And take that back. Thank you. Okay, so as I said, diorite in the corners for a bit of a trim. There we go. And then, of course, we could have it right at the tip top as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So right up here. And in between that layer as well will work. So right there. And then just over here we'll have some as well, like so. And we'll just get that one last piece in there. Take care of this gravel. There we go. So now that we've got the diorite in place, we could go ahead and think about a wall design. So something similar to what we have in there would definitely work. We'd have to change it up ever so slightly though. Let's think of how we could do it here. If we take out 4 blocks high on each of these areas, we could think about the pattern that we're going to implement here. So 3 and then 1, then 3. So it fits perfectly in this gap actually. If we dig all of this out, we can install a pattern that won't look silly. Give me some of these and some of those. We're going to have to craft a few more by the looks of things, because we are running a bit short. So I'll get some prismarine bricks on the go, like that. And we'll also get some prismarine on the go, like that. And then we'll use the rest to... we'll split it in half, create half prismarine and half prismarine brick. There we go. Okay, so as I was saying, we could go with the triple setup like so, and then have a prismarine line running through like this. Okay, like that, and then again prismarine here. And we've ran out, but you get the idea. And then of course there'll be prismarine at the top as well, but we do need to figure out a way to get some lighting in here because it is going to be kind of dark. It's not too much of an issue because of course we do have slabs on the floor, so that is going to stop mobs from spawning for the most part. But it will be useful still to get some lights in, so we could take out the 2 middle blocks here, 2 middle blocks there, and replace them with lanterns maybe. If we grab some lanterns and just check that out. Throwing in the lanterns, we could have something like that, and then of course it would look something like that. I think that looks okay, to be honest. And then of course we'll continue this at the top there and take it around to these walls as well. Yeah, you know what? I think that'll work. So I will go ahead and get this started. And then obviously I'll bring you back once everything's up together here. Okay, welcome back you guys. So as you can see, the design has now been transferred across to both sides, and I think it's looking quite alright. I definitely like these fixtures that we went ahead and built. I'm really glad that that idea came into my mind. And actually, the only reason I thought of it was because I was looking at the Minecraft Reddit yesterday, which I post to occasionally. I don't know if you guys ever look at it, but it's quite interesting to see what other people are building and doing in their worlds. And I kind of got inspired by something I saw, where a guy had built an underwater Enderman farm, which I thought was quite funny. But then he had these sort of installments running around the side where he had like coral inside of it, and it looked really cool. So I thought I'd go ahead and make my own rendition of that, which is of course this. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And of course now we have the wall designs in as well. We do need to organize the ceiling. It's a bit of a mess right now, but I do have an idea for that, and I think it's going to involve a bit of the diorite. So what we're going to do, I believe, is sort of wrap the diorite around like this. We're going to bring it out from the top, because of course we do want to be able to see up into this area. So maybe a better idea would be to even just bring it out along here like that. That might give us a bit more viewing room. So if we go ahead and do that, we'll do that on both sides, of course. How many blocks out is this? So we start here, so we want to go 1, 2, 3 at least. So we've got 1, 2, 3. That would that match up with that? Yeah. Okay. So let's go 3 out from here. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we can sort of think about curving this around a little bit. So I kind of want it to mimic the balcony in a way. So it's gonna curve around. Damn, I keep falling. Get up, get up, get up. So I want it to come out to there maybe now. Or should I don't know. It's tough because we need to have it sort of curve, so that we have an outline for where the ceiling needs to go, if you understand what I'm getting at here. Here, it might be easier if we just go ahead and use some cobblestone to build up, to get a bit more of a view. So we've got 4 blocks in the middle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it needs to come in. So maybe we can go like this. We can go 1 in like that, and then we can go diagonal, 4 diagonal like that. Does that work? It's not really the same, is it? How about we do this instead then? Instead of coming in a block, we'll go straight out diagonally. Another 1 diagonally like that. Then we'll have the 4 inside, and then we'll go like that. That might work a little bit better in terms of mimicking how the balcony is. Here, let's take a step back so that we can have a look. Okay, yeah, that works. And then in between all of the diorite here, we'll also mimic, reflect this design in the ceiling as well. And I think we'll just put half slabs in the ceiling, just similar to this. I do kind of want to put dark prismarine up there, but I don't know if we're going to have enough. I guess we could try it. We've got 4 in there, we've got a few slabs, we've got a bunch of it in here. Yeah, I think we might have enough actually. Yeah, I might go with dark prismarine for the ceiling then, in that case. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to throw together a design, and then I'll bring you guys back in to check it out, and we'll probably think about ending the video. Okay guys, so welcome back to the video for the last time for this episode. I'm just about to finish up the ceiling work here, so let's place these last 4 bricks into place. There we go. So now we can go ahead and tear down our cobblestone scaffolding that we've been using. And as I do so, you can probably get a little bit of a look at what the ceiling looks like, and I think it looks really good. So again, the correct design choice was made, which is nice to see. So let me just quickly collect up all of these blocks that we mined out whilst we were filling in the ceiling. Not that I need them, to be honest. I'm running out of space here, and I'm crafting a bunch of chests to keep it all together. But you know what? It's fine. At the end of the day, you can never have too many resources in a game like Minecraft. So we will collect it all, and we will probably put it to use sometime in the future. But let's take a few steps back and just get a look at everything all together. So I think that looks really, really damn cool. And I'm pretty glad that we have got this section of the build out of the way. The only thing really that we need to polish up is this little area here, but of course that can wait for now. It's not any concern of ours. It's not going to stop the farm from working or anything like that. So I think we'll just leave it as is for now, and of course we can come back to that at a later date and just fix it up. But I really do like how we've mirrored the balcony to get that sort of bend in the texture. It looks really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for today and all I have to say about what we've done so far. I'm actually going to go and grab the screenshot for this episode with you guys on camera. So if we take a few steps back, try and center everything in the frame. That looks about right. Let's actually bring it up a little bit so that we can get the ceiling in as well. There we go. Hit F2. And boom, we've got our screenshot for today's thumbnail. So I just want to quickly say thank you very much to all of you who've decided to watch my video today. And you know, as always, it is very much appreciated by myself. So if you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like down below. That helps the channel out, and it also helps me to gauge the sort of reaction that I'm getting from these episodes. If you have anything to say, any questions, any suggestions, any feedback, any comments in general, drop those down in the comment section below. At the moment, I'm currently responding to all of them, and I just love to see what you guys are saying about the series. And if you have any suggestions about what we could do with this room, or any ideas you want me to implement, definitely let me know, because I will consider everything. And finally, if you're new around here, then be sure to subscribe. We're almost at 60 subs now, which I know it's not a lot, but to me it's a lot, you know. When I first started doing this, I never expected to get over like 1 sub, and that was my girlfriend. So it's good to see that you guys are joining along for the journey, and that you are obviously being entertained by my videos, because otherwise why would you subscribe? But as I say, if you're new here, then hit that button, because it is free after all. Okay, so once again, you guys, thank you very much for taking precious time out of your day to watch my video. I really do appreciate it, and I thank you all for doing so. Make sure to take care of yourselves, make sure to take care of your families as always, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye bye.